Hey girls, guess what? I went shopping for 3.5 hours today, and then I stood in a line for 20 minutes. And then after that, my friends and I decided to go to the movies, and I'm not even good at pretending this. April Fools! Hey, we could use April Fools as a way to be really bitter. We could spend the whole day like talking about things that we can't do. Today my blood pressure was actually 120/80. April Fools! I feel well enough to have a job. April Fools! I actually am taking 4 classes this semester. April Fools! This is fun. This could be like National Chronic Illness Bitter Day. One day where you're allowed to be bitter. Before I get to everything I want to talk about today, I have got to tell everyone I am actually feeling really horrible. Turns out whatever cold or virus I had has turned into an infection, and I don't know if it's like an upper respiratory infection or sinus infection, but I have to take antibiotics, which I really don't do well with, but I don't really have a choice, so I have to take them and hope for the best. They're probably really going to mess up my stomach because that's what they always do. Just not feeling too well. This is like the never-ending cold, but I do have some advice for everybody, and that is, I know with chronic illness, you get really used to just pushing yourself through however bad you feel. You just kind of do whatever you need to do and you try to ignore it and you push through it, and that's what I've gotten really used to doing. And it serves me well on most days because I get to experience things and I push myself and I think that's good. But when you're actually sick with a flu or a virus, you really need to remind yourself, hey, this is not POTS. I'm actually sick and I really should rest. And that's what I didn't do. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was cleaning the house and I was just going out and doing things and trying to pretend I wasn't sick, and because of that it's now gotten worse. And so that is a word of advice to you guys. When you get sick, rest, do nothing, don't put any stress on yourself, and drink a lot, because when you don't do that you'll end up like me and you'll end up delaying the whole healing process. You're interrupting my video.
April Fools.
I just did that on the camera.
Mom usually calls me.
Right now, where is she? I was trying to get a hold of her.
Her.
Okay, I'm back. I was just talking with my brother about what April Fool's joke to play on my mom. She is really good and she gets us every year. She always figures out a way to trick us. But we have like no good ideas. I don't know if you guys can tell, but April Fool's Day is probably one of my favorite holidays. I used to play some terrible pranks on April Fool's Day. Seriously, I lost friends over some of the pranks that I played. Gwen, I am so glad that you're home from the hospital and you look like you're feeling better, and I know it's still been rough and you're waiting for your cortisol results. Hopefully you start feeling better soon, and hopefully we all get better soon. I don't know what's with the 5 of us lately, but none of us are doing that great. But yeah, I'm glad to see you out of the hospital, because the hospital is just mentally draining, and it's so, I find that the longer I stay there, the worse I feel, really. And I loved your pigs. They were very cute. Paige, you play the flute beautifully. Oh my gosh, I actually played the flute when I was like, I think I started when I was 8 and stopped when I was 10, and I was never very good at it. It was beautiful. Is there anything that you don't do? You are so talented. It's like you sing, you play the flute, you are an EMT. What don't you do? Leah, your drawing was incredible. It looked exactly like the picture that you were copying. You definitely have artistic talent, and you should keep it up and keep drawing. I think that's such a therapeutic hobby. And the great thing is, I think it's something that you can do even when you're not feeling well. But yeah, great job, and I love the challenge, and I'm going to attempt it myself today, even though I'm not feeling well. I am actually going to attempt to sing. As I've told you guys, singing was something that I used to love. I had a band with 2 of my friends, Lysandra, who's still one of my best friends to this day, and a friend named Leah. We had this band called Sweet Envy, and we thought we were the greatest thing going. It was a lot of fun, and I really missed that. And then I went into high school and I started singing by myself and doing performances here and there, and that was fun. But I will tell you something, I was never naturally a singer. I don't really have a good range. And there were kids in that vocal class who had this amazing raw talent, the kind of stuff that you see on American Idol sometimes. But then there were some of us who just really were having fun with it. My throat is kind of messed up. And the third thing is, I haven't sang in forever. And I really miss it. It was something where I could just kind of, like Leah said, I think, lose myself in it. I would get on stage and it was like I became somebody else, and I definitely lost a part of myself when I stopped singing. It was a part of me that I really, really liked. So despite all of those things and the fact that I get short of breath now when I sing, I am going to sing for you guys today, and I hope you kind of enjoy it or that it doesn't give you a headache.
Feels like you made a mistake. You made somebody's heart break, but now I have to let you go. You drove me to the fire, you left me there to burn. I got a disease deep inside me, makes me feel uneasy, baby. I can't live without you. What am I supposed to do about it? Keep your distance from it, don't pay no attention to me. I think that I'm sick, leave me here while my world is coming down on me. You taste like honey, honey, tell me, can I be your honey?
That's enough of that one, let me change it. My neighbors probably think I'm insane. Here's another. I'm gonna do a quiet one this time. I've loved it ever since I was a little girl.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. Now you've made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. Oh my darling, I love you, and I always will. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away again. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, I headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I've got nothing to live for. It looks like nothing's gonna come my way, so I'm gonna sit on the dock of the bay.
Can't do it anymore. It's tiring. Gotta cut this short because my camera's gonna die and I am feeling horrible. My question is, how has POTS affected your self-esteem? Because I think that there's something to the fact that because you feel so bad inside, sometimes I walk around and you know, I'm out and it's hard for me to be confident in myself because of how bad I feel health-wise. And I remind myself that my health is no reflection of who I am. But it's hard when you're always sick to be confident. We base confidence on so many different things, our social lives and our jobs and, you know, the things that we're doing in our lives. And when you're sick and you don't have a lot of that, how do you stay confident? And how do you keep believing in yourself despite your physical limitations? So how has POTS affected your confidence level? I'll answer that more next week. So I will talk to you guys soon. Shannon, I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys.